couldn't have asked for a better day for some baseball. A 45-degree morning in Cortlandville. We're here at the Gutchess Lumber Sports Complex. It's the 15th-ranked Syracuse Orange taking on conference opponent 17th-ranked SUNY Cortland Red Dragons. This rivalry dates back a few seasons. These two teams very frequently the top two in the New England West here in the NCBA. Should be a great matchup. The Syracuse Orange took game one yesterday. It was a 10-6 win. SU was down for 5 of the 7 innings, but a late game surge from Zach Colosimo put the margin within just 1. SU trailed 6-5, and then in the bottom of the 7th, SU tallied on 5 unanswered runs to take a 10-6 win over the Red Dragons, and they're back looking to even up the series today. And as the Red Dragons warm up, we'll get underway here. I'm Rowan Mastrangelo, joined by my good friend Jack Elliott. Jack, how are you feeling about this really exciting matchup today?
I mean, first of all, Rowan, it's great to be here. It's a beautiful, crisp day. It's like sitting right around 50.
It's beautiful. It's perfect baseball weather. This is when, you know, the trees start to lose their leaves, the sky starts to gray, there's a little chill in the air.
And quite frankly, I couldn't have asked for a better matchup. These two teams are fierce rivals.
Yeah.
Dates back, I mean, they're always in the same division in the NCBA. They have had multiple battles over the years. Whoever wins the season series tends to go on and win the division. And, I mean, it continued yesterday. This is always a tight one.
It's always a tight one on the field. Both these teams of really high caliber baseball, but the tensions are also flaring. It's not just a battle of, you know, who's going to play the best, but there's a sense of pride and entitlement and ego that comes into this matchup. In 2023, when President Jake Kleiman was just a freshman, after the game, benches cleared, and there was a fight on the field. These teams, they've had experience, you know, getting physical, getting face-to-face, and making this more than baseball, and I expect to see just that today.
We got a good pitching matchup for it, too, Rowan. We've got Jacob Schneider on the mound for Cortland. He pitched twice. They were both in the Invitational Tournament, which Cortland ended up winning. And on the mound for Syracuse, it is Adam Park. I mean, he's been one of the most consistent contributors, had an electrifying performance here in the Invitational Tournament. I got to call that game. It was fantastic. Asked to stay in the game in the 6th inning. Wow. Kleiman tried to take him out. He asked to stay in. Got a strikeout and a weak pop up to third base to end the inning. Came off the mound screaming. It was a great performance from him. Really excited to see what he can bring today.
Park, one of the few seniors on this roster. Before the year started, Syracuse really harped on deepening their bullpen, and it's exactly what they've done. But Adam Park has been a tried and true arm for the Syracuse Orange, and as leadoff hitter, Keenan Sawada takes into the batter's box. We are going to get underway here from Gutchess Lumber Sports Complex here in Cortlandville. It's the 15th-ranked Syracuse Orange taking on the 17th-ranked Cortland Red Dragons. Keenan Sawada in the box. It's Schneider at the bump, and Sawada swings on the first pitch. It's grounded softly to third. The throw to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Cortland defense.
Sawada's speedy. We've seen him beat out a couple of infield singles, but it was a good charge from Baranowski at third. I'm going to take you through the Syracuse lineup real quick. It's Adam Neufeld stepping in now, and Jack Corrado. Jackson Greer follows him.
First pitch to Adam Neufeld. That's a called strike just on the outside of the zone. Following Neufeld, it'll be Corrado in at first base. Then Greer cleaning up. After him, it's Zach Colosimo, the third baseman. And then Finley Thompson in at center. Second pitch, that's also going to catch the outside part of the zone. Strike 2, an 0-2 count to Adam Neufeld. Then it's Finley Thompson in the 6th slot. Robbie Fragola, the second baseman, in the 7th. Nick Shea in the 8th. He's behind the dish today. And then rounding off the lineup, it's the high executive, Jake Kleiman. Adam Neufeld's going to step out of the box and take time as he steps back in to an 0-2 count from the arm of Schneider. Schneider gets the sign, sets at the waist, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him in 3.
I mean, went to the same pitch all 3 times. Fastballs to clip the outside corner. It's a righty on righty matchup. Excuse me, lefty on righty matchup. Southpaw on the bump, Schneider is. And just got some good arm side run on each of those fastballs, managed to clip that outside corner.
The second out of the inning and the first strikeout for Schneider. First pitch comes into Corrado. That's outside for ball 1. Corrado in at first base for Syracuse today, hitting .400 on the year in his 25 at-bats. He's got back-to-back multi-hit games, games 2 and 3 versus Clarkson. And that second pitch dings him right in the hip, so that will be the first trip to the bases for Syracuse. Corrado advances on a hit-by-pitch.
You know, it's better than letting him get into one.
That's absolutely right. Corrado at first, Greer the cleanup man. Up next, he's in at right field today for Syracuse. Greer has seen kind of minimal action this season, just 13 at-bats, hitting .385. That's 5 hits of his 13 spots in the box. Here's the first pitch. He takes it, and that's a called strike. A ton of movement, just nuzzled into the floor of the zone. 0-1.
Schneider has a nasty fastball. He's putting it to good use.
Corrado at first. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back into the fence. Count will move to 0-2 to Greer. Has yet to strike out this season. He's been walked once.
Played well in the invitational tournament too. Had a couple of hits over the course of the 3 games.
0-2, 2 away here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, a fastball, can't quite find the zone. First ball, the count, 1-2. Greer, a sophomore on this orange squad, 6'1", 186 out of Syracuse, New York. So a local, spent a lot of time in the central New York area. Here's the 1-2, that one's in the dirt. Corrado thought about doing the dash to second. He will hang back at the first base bag. Count evens up at 2-2.
Good battling, and I've noticed now the fastball gets in there, but unfortunately his breaking ball so far is missed.
Deuce is wild here in the first. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Taken, got him looking. Some good sequencing from Schneider pays off. He'll end the side with 2 strikeouts. And the Cortland Red Dragons will get their first taste in the batter's box as we head to break. Stick with us, 0-0 ball game. Welcome back to Cortlandville. It's a 0-0 ball game. The Red Dragons and the arm of Schneider retired 4 SU bats. And now Cortland will get their first taste in the box. Adam Park will get his first few pitches from the bump. He's been great this season, 2-1 on the year. It's a small sample size in terms of games, but he hasn't really showed a lot of holes in his game through all of his appearances.
It's so fun to watch him pitch. He pitches with passion. He cares a ton about this team, and he's an arm that you can really ride, and you can really depend on him to go deep in games.
First pitch, just outside. So that'll be ball one to leadoff hitter Shane Hyman. He's in right field. Following him, it'll be Thomas Giacconi in at center. Here's the second pitch. Swung on, that one's cracked high and deep to right field, but it seems Greer, yep, he'll settle under it and make the easy pop-up grab. 2 pitches, 1 out already for Syracuse. Hyman retired.
We're moving quickly. Moved quickly through the first inning, too.
That's right. So now Thomas Giacconi up to the plate in at center field. After him, it's Baranowski, third baseman for Cortland, and then cleaning up, it's Picotti in at first. Then designated hitter, Mormel. That one's just outside, that first pitch from Park. So 1-0 to Giacconi. Here's the second, just low, 2-0. Following him in the 6th slot, it'll be Carter Albano, second baseman. That third pitch chopped to short. Sawada's got it. The throw to first is going to be close in time. There's 2 away. Giacconi put out on a 6-3 grounder.
It's good soft contact. You missed the first 2 pitches, put one in the zone, but put it where they're not going to be able to do much damage. That's exactly what he did.
Brings up Edward Baranowski, third baseman for Cortland today. And then the 7 hitter, it's Gatto. 8th, Palmenteri, the catcher. And then rounding off the lineup, it's Joshua Butka in at short. First pitch in there for strike 1. Baranowski in the box. Here's the 0-1 from Park. Breaking ball just drops below the zone. 1-1. No runners on, 2 away. Syracuse potential to go 1-2-3 here in the first inning. Here's the 1-1. That one rides inside, 2-1.
Yeah, that one, I thought that one might have clipped the inside corner, Rowan.
It came close. Here's the 2-1 from Park. Swung on, grounded sharply to Sawada. He gets it in the leather. The throw to first is just late. It can't quite find the glove of Corrado. That's the first hit of the day for both teams. Baranowski aboard first with a single.
It's just a tough play to make. It's not on the first baseman. It's a difficult pick. Unfortunately, going to go down as an E6 on Sawada, and you rarely see those for the Syracuse team.
Yeah, Sawada has fielded generally very cleanly today. Just the field, he got it in his glove good enough as the first pitch rides outside for ball 1. But it was the throw to first. It was very soft. It could have been a lot more timely.
And it skipped in there, and I think he had trouble getting out of his mitt.
That one swung on and fouled right side out of play. 1-1 now.
Because of how hard it was hit. He just had trouble making the transfer, as it were. Especially, and he had to get down low for it. It's a difficult play to make.
1-1 to Picotti, the cleanup hitter for Cortland, swings a big hack on that fastball outside. It's a 1-2 count. He'll step out of the box for a bit. Following Picotti, it would be more mild, the designated hitter. Runner goes, it's a ball, and it's a defensive indifference. No try to throw down Baranowski, who went from first to second. Now with a runner in scoring position, it's a 2-2 count to Picotti. Here's the pitch. Low, runner will stay at second, but he's almost halfway in between the bases. A huge lead for Baranowski.
Baranowski, he's got a couple stolen bases this year. So he does know how to move. That brings him up to 4.
That one swung and fouled right side. We'll do the full count pitch again.
Picotti, a very solid hitter, knows how to get on base, not just with singles. He's only hit singles this year, but also knows how to get on base by way of the walk. 6 walks, that's more than he has hits.
The payoff pitch is fouled back, so Park will do it again. The 8th pitch of the at-bat underway here to Picotti. Baranowski, a huge lead off of second. And he's going to go to third. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is popped up and away into foul territory. Picotti will jog back to second. The 9th pitch coming up.
Went all the way over. There's other games going on. I think a softball tournament here today, Rowan.
There's a lot of action here in the sports complex. Here's the payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4. A productive at-bat from Picotti. He will take his base with Baranowski at second. It brings up Matthew Moormile, the designated hitter for the Red Dragons.
7 walks for Picotti this year. It's impressive. He's a disciplined hitter.
Getting on base is getting on base.
That's what they say.
So that is Picotti's, you said, 7th walk of the year. Man, that's a lot.
Not counting whatever happened in the tournament. They played a lot of games.
Moormile just 2 at-bats this season, and he takes the first pitch riding high, just upstairs of the zone. 1-0, 2 runners aboard and 2 away. It was Heineman and Giacconi. The 1 and 2 hitters retired early on as the second pitch is swung on. Runner retreating back to second base, the throwdown not in time. Runners aboard first and second base. But it was 2 early outs in this first inning, and now a bit more productivity from the Red Dragon offense. Here's the pitch. Taken inside the zone.
Just clip the corner there with a fastball.
1-2. Baranowski taking his big lead. He will do the dash to third. That's a called strike, so it doesn't even matter. Side retired. Moormile goes down looking. Syracuse gets out of a soft jam, and we'll head to the top of the second. Scoreboard, pair of eggs. Stick with us. Welcome back to the NCBA Game of the Week. It's the 15-ranked Syracuse Orange here in Cortlandsville taking on the SUNY Cortland Red Dragons, ranked 17th in D2 NCBA. Some New England West rivals. It's a great conference matchup. Syracuse undefeated in conference play. SUNY Cortland 2-1.
I'm wondering what those rankings will look like, whether they'll take into account the events of the tournament, because this Cortland team came out and won the tournament.
They beat a lot of top caliber teams. They beat, I believe Marist was in the top 10.
Yep.
When they played.
As was Millersville.
Right.
They beat Millersville in the semifinals.
So some strong opponents from Cortland, but Syracuse is up there with them as Zach Colosimo takes the first pitch in the zone for ball 1. Colosimo in the box. Here's the 0-1. Take in, same spot. That's a called strike.
He is getting a lot of value out of that arm side run fastball, the lefty, even to right-handed hitters, and that's what you got to throw against right-handed hitters. Can't hang a breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 1 out.
This guy's good.
This guy's good. Schneider with some really nice location. Gets Colosimo to bite. That's his third strikeout already.
And there was really no info on him, Rowan, coming into this.
No data. Kind of a mystery pitcher, but his command, his sequencing has really been A1 so far, as that one's going to hit the dirt for ball one. Finley Thompson up in the box. Following him, it would be Robbie Frigola, who's one of the best guys to have in the box. I know he's not up yet, but Frigola, he's either inducing solid contact or he's working a lengthy at-bat from the pitcher. Usually does a great job.
And nearly parked one over the fence in Boston.
Yeah. Against Bentley. Syracuse ended up winning that series 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He'll stay alive. Calls time, steps out of the box.
And it makes that so hard to lay off of, that outside fastball. It's difficult to hit, even if it is a strike.
1-2, here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away, he'll stay alive. 0-0 ball game, no runners aboard. You're joining us at the top of the second, one away. Schneider got his third strikeout victim in Zach Colosimo. Got him swinging. And now it's Thompson stepping back into the box for a 1-2 count. Schneider gets his sign, sets at the waist and deals. Taken just below the zone. A ball evens this count up 2-2 with one away.
It was a good location. He wanted the call. Didn't quite get it.
Here's the even pitch. Taken, rides outside. It's a close call, but the count runs full.
It's an incredible take given how many times that pitch has been called a strike.
Yeah, kind of right on that upper outside corner. It's been called a strike many times today. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up. Drifting right, drifting foul. We've got three outfielders chasing it, and it just hits the turf before anyone can get a hand on it. We'll do the payoff pitch again as Thompson runs back to the box.
Thompson battling hard against a pitcher that has really not shown any signs of stress so far.
None at all. But Cortland did the same against Park in that first inning. They really wore his arm out in those final few batters, and I'm sure SU would love to do the same against a qualified pitcher like Schneider.
Quicker you can get him out of the game, more likely you are to start hitting.
Payoff pitch, no runners on. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. His fourth strikeout already in just 6 batters.
Just threw the same thing. Fastball in the outside corner, 2-seamer away. That will play every time.
Brings up Robbie Frigola of the Syracuse Orange at second base today and has been in every game this season. He's 10 for his 23 at-bats this season. That's .435. Has induced 5 walks, and he takes the first pitch right in the heart of the zone for strike one.
Sticking with that fastball. I think he's thrown maybe 3 breaking balls total.
The 0-1, here it comes. Taken again, same spot. Maybe a little lower, but still in a meaty part of the zone. 0-2 to Frigola. He's struck out just twice this season, has been walked 5 times, 2 of which came against Clarkson, Syracuse's last conference series. The 0-2, here it comes. Grounded to second, it's picked up by Albano, and the throw to first is in time. A 1-2-3 inning for SUNY Cortland, 2 of which strikeouts from the arm of Schneider. He's got 4 early today. Stick with us, we'll head to the bottom of the second. 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the second. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Rowan Mastrangelo with my buddy Jack Elliott. 0-0 ball game. A 1-2-3 inning for SUNY Cortland, and now they are on the offensive in Carter Albano in the box. Swings at the first pitch. It's a roped foul. 0-1.
Dugout was calling him Noops.
Noops.
I wonder why that is.
I don't really see any Noops related thing in his name. Carter Albano?
There could be other reasons.
Yeah, maybe some more extracurricular reasons.
Of course. It's a good fastball there from Park.
Sure. 1-1, here's the pitch. Swung on, roped foul again, right side, out of play. 1-2. Park back on the bump. Took 5 batters to retire the first side. Allowed Picotti to get to first on a walk, and then Barnowski was on second, and that one whizzes past Albano. Count even 2-2. No one on, bottom of the second. First batter of the inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, nearly hits him, but just drops, not into the zone, but away from the shoulder of Albano. The count runs full.
Yeah, it was a couple inches outside, but I thought it was a good pitch. Get him to step back.
Pitch from Park. Swung on, fouled into the fence in front of us. We'll do it again.
Albano's battling.
A good majority of these at-bats from Cortland, they have not been 1, 2, 3 pitches. They've been really a lot. They're working the arm of Park early. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, and that's a caught foul from the catcher, Nick Shea. Batter retired. Go down as a swinging strikeout. Park's second of the day.
That's why you have him back there, Rowan. Shea's one of the best defensive catchers in this league, in my opinion.
He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He walls up really well. We didn't see it there, but I'm sure we will later today.
He doesn't allow a lot of pass balls.
No.
That's for sure.
Gatto in the box. That one drops in. A beautiful breaking ball from Park. Makes the count 0-1. Here's the second pitch. Swing and a miss. An early pitcher-friendly 0-2 to Michael Gatto. In summer of 2023, his senior season, he played in the Long Island-based Blue Chip Collegiate Baseball League. He had 243 over 14 games. That was his senior year in high school. And he swings on that one. It's a drop third strike. The throw to first, though, is off target. Hit the turf, and Corrado couldn't scoop it up. It's going to be an error on somebody, but that's a runner aboard. Gatto's in at first.
I think that one will go down as an E2.
I would agree with that. Yeah, the throw was just...
Lollipopped a little bit.
It was lollipopped. It was sloppy. It was short. That's one of the few errors that we see out of Nick Shea. Usually he is dialed and locked in behind the dish, making stops, the right plays. But that time an outlier. Michael Gatto in at first off an E2. First pitch swung on through the 3-4 gap, for a base hit. First pitch swinging. Palmentary at first. It pushes Gatto to second. Palmentary, that's just his 4th hit on the season in his 7 at-bats. Hasn't seen the field much, but he's making good work of his limited appearances. It brings up Joshua Butka, shortstop for the Red Dragons today. 2 for his 15 at-bats. It's a 133 average on the year, but he's in a spot to drive in maybe the first runs of the day for both teams.
Park's got to take advantage here. This would be a big out.
First pitch swung on and missed by Butka. Count moves to 0-1. It's Gatto in at second base, reached on an E2, and Palmentary at first off a base hit. Here's the 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Runners stay. Shea quickly scoops it up behind the plate. 1-1.
There's the defensive prowess. Got in front of that ball really well.
And he shook his head after he picked it up, kind of just in frustration. I think he knows that this team shouldn't be in this position. He's frustrated with himself for that E2. Here's the 1-1. Take in the heart of the zone for strike 2.
That was a really nice pitch. Surprised the batter. He expected him to go back outside. Came in with the fastball. It's good sequencing.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Take in, bouncing ball. Shea scoops it. No activity on the base path. Count will even up 2-2. There's one away here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 ball game. Butka steps in. Park gets his sign. Checks out second base where Gatto resides. He's taken a decent lead. Scurries back to second, and Park steps off the rubber. 2-2. Here it comes. Taken in the zone. Strike 3. Back to the dugout he goes. Butka strikes out looking, and that's Park's third strikeout of the day.
What a massive out for Park. You've got the top of the order coming up now. You don't want to go in with bases loaded, 1 out. 2 on and 2 out is a much better position to be in, especially with a guy hitting 471 up at the plate.
First pitch to Heineman in the dirt for ball 1. Runners stay on their bases. Shea's doing a really good job scooping up these pitches that Park's just not quite locating the way he would have liked.
Yeah, the breaking ball has been tough for him to locate. He's still generating whiffs with it, which is impressive, but he hasn't been able to consistently dot the outside corner, as it were.
A 1-0 count. Heineman hitting 471 this year, and he pops one up to the heart of center field. Thompson's charging, and he makes the snag. Side retired. The Syracuse outfield and infield get out of a huge jam. Scoreboard will stay even. 0-0. We'll head to the top of the third. Stick with us from Cortlandsville. Top of the third underway from the Gutchess Lumber Sports Complex here in Cortlandsville. A high-seeded matchup, 15th-ranked Syracuse taking on the 17th-ranked Cortland Red Dragons. Also a conference matchup, Syracuse undefeated, 3-0 in conference play, Cortland 2-1. And SU looking to stay that way. They took game 1 of this best-of-3 yesterday against Cortland. It was a 10-6 win, but scoreless here in the top of third. I'm Rowan Mastrangelo with Jack Elliott, and at the dish now it's Nick Shea, usually doing the catching for Syracuse. See if he can log a hit. Doing well this season, hitting .389 in his 18 at-bats. First pitch to Shea, take in outside, ball 1.
Nick Shea's hitting progression has been really fun to watch this season. He hit 130 last year in 23 at-bats, so decent sample size.
That one's a called strike, a fastball just a few more inches in. Gets the call. Similar pitch to the last one.
As I was saying, this year hitting .389, and he started off 0 for 6 in that first series at NBT Bank.
1-1, here it comes. Swung on, bouncing ball to third. Baranowski's got it. Here's the throw to first in time. Shea is retired. 5-3 ground out puts Shea away, and it brings up the executive, Jake Kleiman, in at left field today. Kleiman having his best season to date. He hit .333 last season in 15 at-bats, and in the same sample size so far this season, he's hitting .467.
He also drove us here.
Shout out to Jake Kleiman for the ride. Just down low, the first pitch, 1-0 to Kleiman. He's been walked 4 times this season. That's second on the Syracuse roster. He's 4 for his last 11 at-bats. That one finds the zone. Count evens up 1-1.
Another fun fact for you, Rowan, he pitched against Clarkson.
Right, that's unbelievable.
He said that he's never doing it again.
Kleiman is not a pitcher. So that must have been fun to see. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs near the head of Kleiman. He dives out of the way. That's 2-1 to him.
It was impressive acrobatics.
Yeah, that was
Hit the
scary.
floor. As soon as that pitch came out of the hand, he knew where it was.
In conference play, Kleiman has logged multi-hit performances in every game except for the most recent series against Clarkson. So he's been great this season, but has seen a little bit of a lull in recent conference games, and I'm sure that will kind of continue, not because to the fault of Kleiman, but to the strength of their opponent today in Cortland. Schneider sets at the waist. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 4. Kleiman chucks the bat and takes first base. His 5th walk of the season, tied for first on the team with Robbie Fragola.
A much-needed base runner for Syracuse. Haven't seen much action on the base pass, and you know what, Rowan? That flips the lineup over.
We're back at the top of the order, and Keenan Sawada, arguably the biggest offensive threat on the Syracuse roster, takes a big hack at the first pitch, but it's all air. 0-1.
I'm not even sure it's arguable. He leads in pretty much every single offensive statistic, and if not leading, he's second.
He's a beast. He's only got 3 games this year with 1 hit, 5 multi-hit performances. Sawada was named an NCBA Spotlight player heading into the matchup alongside Max Werdy and Adam Neufeld on the Syracuse roster. He'll step back into the box for the 1-1. Here's the pitch, taken just down low. Can't find the zone. 2-1 to Sawada. 1 walk on the year, 18 hits. So I think it's fair to say he's a fan of contact.
He swings the bat early.
2-1 to Sawada. Top of the order, Kleiman in at first, taking a decent lead. Here's the pitch, grounded to second. Albano's got it, flips to second base for 1. Can't get the double play at first. Kleiman will advance on fielder's choice. No, so Kleiman will be put out at second, and Sawada will advance to first on fielder's choice. Excuse me.
You are never going to double up Keenan Sawada.
No,
I
he's
genuinely
so
don't think
fast.
it's possible.
That puts 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. No change on the base path except for the runner. Sawada, I expect him to go. He leads the team with 14 stolen bags. A single for the shortstop is almost all the time a double. And that one's roped through the gap between first and second. Sawada headed to 3rd, and he will get there standing. A single from Adam Neufeld puts Sawada at 3rd with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. And the sweet escape by Gwen Stefani playing on the Syracuse Hawks. You know Jack Corrado's coming to the plate.
Corrado with an opportunity, there's 2 away, but 2 on. This is a big spot for Syracuse. They can strike first. It's a momentum shifter.
Last game started with runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings for both teams. Syracuse only scored in the 1st, but Red Dragons took over in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Today it's been purely defensive.
It's a pitcher's duel. It certainly wasn't that way yesterday.
Corrado's been in a lot of scenarios like this in the 3-4 spot in the lineup. Swings at the first pitch. It's a shallow pop-up, and it is caught by Schneider. Retreated from the mound, backed up a little bit, and made the smooth grab. With 2 runners stranded on the base path, that side is retired. We are still scoreless here in Cortlandsville, and the Red Dragons will take to the box in just a few moments. Stick with us. Bottom of the third here from Cortlandsville. Still looking for our first runs of the day from either team. Park's done well in these first few innings, but it hasn't exactly been the cleanest show from him. I know the scoreboard says 0-0, but the pitch count is rather high.
Yeah, I mean, they were counting on him to go 5, maybe 6 innings, maybe a complete game. Fires the first pitch strike. I mean, it's going to be difficult if he's throwing 20-plus pitches an inning.
The 0-1 just outside. 1-1. That one seemed, frankly, that one seemed in the zone. That one pretty securely outside, or inside, excuse me.
Yeah, just a breaking ball that broke a little too far on the lefty batter.
2-1 to Giacconi. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to second. Fergola makes the grab, throw to first, on time and on target. Giacconi retired. A 4-3 putout. He's 0 for 2 today.
That's a 4-pitch at bat. The more he can do with that, the longer he can go in.
Yeah, we've seen a lot in the 8-9 pitch,
which is
territory.
Ridiculous.
It's hard. It's exhausting. Brings up Edward Baranowski, who grounds one to third, but not in time. That's an infield single for Baranowski.
He is speeding. He can get down the base pass.
Yeah, that was fast. Baranowski aboard. Brings up Aiden Picotti, one of the seniors on this Red Dragon lineup. 6'5", 217. Isn't that the dream? 6'5"? Are you kidding me? My 5'7" frame is jealous. That one almost dinged him. Not quite, though. 1-0.
He is a tall guy standing in there right now.
Airplanes must suck.
Right.
More buses. Runner goes. That one's a called ball. The throw to second, not in time. It's a stolen bag for Baranowski, his 4th of the season. Puts him in scoring position, and the count moves to 2-0. Five for 14 is Picotti this year, 357 average, a big lead off second base. Baranowski's taken. Park's going to call time. Step off the rubber for a little bit. Baranowski looking for his 5th stolen bag with the lead he's taking. He's not going to go. The pitch outside. But Shea loses control of it. That's an E2, and Baranowski takes advantage, now just 90 feet away from the first runs of the day.
It's tough not to feel a little shorted if you're Adam Park right now. I mean, you induce soft contact everywhere you could.
That one's a called strike. Count moves to full. 3-1 count.
She can't let somebody like Baranowski on the base pass.
That's a called ball. He'll chuck the bat and take his base. Puts runners on the corners. Picotti at first, Baranowski at third. And brings up designated hitter Matthew Mormile.
Adam Park is no stranger to Houdini acts, Rowan. He knows how to get out of a jam. He got a second and third, 1 out. Twice, maybe 3 times in the game that he started in the Invitational Tournament. It was really impressive.
First pitch to Mormile. Here it comes. Taken in the zone. Strike 1.
He becomes a different animal when there are 2 on.
In the first and second innings, it's a combined 10 batters that Park has had to face. Here's the second pitch. Chopped to short. Sawada's got it. Lobs to second. There's the first out. To first. A double play. Side retired. Syracuse gets out of a huge jam and keeps the scoreboard spotless. The SU dugout fired up. A big morale boost for Adam Park and his defense. We'll head to the top of the 4th. 0-0. Stick with us from Cortlandsville. An even ball game, 0-0 Syracuse. Some impeccable defense in the last frame with a runner on third. It was a grounded double play, 6-4-3. And Syracuse still very much in this ball game. Very contrasting to game one where there was offense left and right, and now it's really just a pitcher's duel. Second pitch to Greer in the cleanup spot for Syracuse. That's a ball, 1-1 count. He will step back into the zone and receive the pitch from Schneider, who's working his fourth inning.
Schneider's been just spotless so far.
That one down low and out for ball 2. And 1 strike.
Finally ran into a little bit of trouble last inning, but got out with some soft contact.
He's been fairly spotless today. 4 strikeouts through his first 2 innings, none in the third, but he started this game off red hot. That one below the zone, so 3-1 to Greer. He will step in. He struck out looking in the first. This is his second at bat. 3-1. Here it comes. Swung on, driven to center field, drops in for a base hit. He's thinking about 2, and he's doing the dash. And he will get there. Oh, no, he's moving to 3. The throw to the infield just made now, sliding to third base. He gets there. A triple for Jackson Greer. His 4th extra base hit of the season. And Syracuse just 90 feet away from getting their first runs aboard.
No outs either, Rowan. You just got a hold of that one, took advantage of a hanging breaking ball, drove it into the left center gap.
This is the most prime opportunity Syracuse has had today to score. With no outs on the board, like you said, runner in clear scoring position. Zach Colosimo takes the plate. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. A big hack. That breaking ball just drops below the bat. 0-1 to Colosimo.
Looked a little over-eager. Really wants to get this run in quickly.
In game 1, Colosimo logged a hit in the bottom of the 6th to bring the 6-2 ball game to 6-5. Cortland led. So a clutch at bat in game 1. We'll see if he can do the same here in game 2. Takes that pitch outside, a fastball away. 1-1 to the third baseman. Gets the sign. Schneider sets at the waist. Here's the pitch. Taken in the dirt. Scooped up by Palmentary behind the dish. And he's going to call time for his pitcher. Talk things over. It's a 3-1 count to Colosimo.
It's the first time Schneider seemed even a little rattled. He pitched calmly through the traffic last inning. This is the first time anybody's hit him hard. First time he's kind of lost any command.
Yeah, he's had very solid command the whole game. This is very unlike him. And when you're in this scenario, you always kind of wonder, is this going to be a trend or is this just kind of an outlier inning and he'll settle back in with more batters to come? Here's the 3-1. Taken. It's a called ball. Now it's 3-1, excuse me. Previous pitch was the 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on the count. Colosimo, 0 outs, a runner on third in a big spot for his orange. The 3-1, here it comes. Swung on, fouled back. The count will run full.
That was a good fastball. That was the fastball that he was throwing through those first 3 innings, especially innings 1 and 2.
Syracuse coming off a Game 1 comeback win against the Red Dragons, 10-6 yesterday. Colosimo in a huge spot then, and an even bigger spot now. Takes the payoff pitch for ball 4. It'll put runners on the corners. Greer will hang out at third, and Finley Thompson takes the plate.
A great choice of walk-up music from the righty.
It's the chain.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac. Good song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Finley Thompson, 5 strikeouts this season, leads the team. No outs. 6 for 21 this year. He swings at the first pitch. It's popped up. Right field, out of play. So foul ball 0-1 to Thompson coming in just a few moments. Hitting .286 on the team. Most of the Syracuse roster hitting above 300, which is just exceptional. So Thompson, even with a solid percentage, is in the lower half of this roster. Colosimo taking a decent lead, and he's going to dash to second, and he gets there. Defensive indifference, no throwdown from Parliamentary. That's two Syracuse Orange in scoring position.
It's scary hours here for Schneider.
This is the most traffic on the base path he's seen all day.
And with the least outs.
He had one runner reach third in the third inning, but it was quickly diffused by the infield. But this is a little more daunting. No outs, runners on second and third for Syracuse. And here's the pitch to Thompson. Take in just below the zone. That's a ball.
Thompson doing a good job standing his ground. He worked a pretty good count his first time up. Has seen now this pitcher one time. Lineup's starting to get going second time through the order.
Thompson, the fourth and most recent strikeout from the arm of Schneider. Looking to redeem himself with two teammates in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He will stay alive in this count. That's a 2-2.
Strikeout here would be disastrous for the Orange.
It would be tough to get your first out in a guy who has been very solid for this Orange team, a sophomore, but has made some solid impact. And that's a tough pitch to hold off on, but he did the right thing. Count will run full off a curveball just below the zone. (3-2). Two runners in scoring position, none away. A clean scoreboard. Syracuse looking to dirty up. Ball four. It's two straight walks from the arm of Schneider. Just 3 walks today. And he's going to get a visit from his friends in the infield.
It's all come off the rails for him in this inning. Bases are now loaded, nobody's out. He pitched pretty much spotlessly. You saw some signs of wear last inning. Had a walk, had a single that he gave up.
Went through 5 batters, the most of any inning at that point.
Sure, but I thought it was, second time through the order. Syracuse can start to ramp up a little, but I mean they
did not expect this.
No, this was unexpected.
No.
This was out of left field.
So this inning so far, we're in the top of the fourth, 0-0 ball game, no outs. It went a triple from Jackson Greer. He roped one.
He hasn't had to move since.
Deep to left center field. Yeah, he could kind of take a seat at third base because after that it was 2 straight walks. Colosimo and then Thompson both took their bases. So SU's got a base path at full capacity, runners on every bag, and it's Robbie Fragola who will take the box.
Bit of a sleeper on this team, in my opinion. He's sneaky good.
He is sneaky good.
He hits towards the bottom of the order consistently, but he can do damage if you let him.
Here's the pitch to Fragola. Swing and a miss. He swung out of his shoes. Oh, my goodness. He put his entire 5'7" frame into that swing, and he fell to his knees after. He stood up smiling, though. All good spirits. Bases loaded, 0-1. Fragola hitting .435 on the year. Here's the pitch. Another big swing and a miss. 0-2. Fragola not smiling after that one.
I know he's got to lock in. Seems like Schneider has kind of calmed down a little bit. Locating his fastball.
That's right. Schneider coming off a mound visit. Bases loaded, no outs. Fragola up to the plate. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, bouncing ball to first, and it just runs foul. Everyone will go back to their bags. We'll do it again.
Good decision from the first baseman not to charge that one. You let it go foul. You can make the play at home if that's hit a little harder. Maybe you let it stay fair, but because of the speed of the ball, lets it bounce foul, doesn't risk the run.
It's good IQ. Fragola 10 for 23 on the year, leads the team in walks as well with 5 of them, 2 of which came against his most recent conference series against Clarkson. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Fragola is sat down. That's the 5th strikeout of the day for Schneider and the first out of a loaded 4th inning.
It's a huge strikeout. Just blew 3 fastballs right by him.
It's just Fragola's 3rd strikeout of the year. We don't see that a lot from him. Usually he's getting on either via a hit or walk. But this time he heads back to the dugout. Brings up Nick Shea, who takes the first pitch, running inside for ball 1. Shea grounded out to third in the 3rd inning and is back in the very next 4th inning. 0-0 ball game, 1 away, bases loaded for Syracuse. Shea in the 8th slot of this 9-man order. Here's the pitch. Check swing, didn't go, but that's a called strike. Right in the heart of the zone.
It was a really nice fastball. Ever since the mound visit, he's been locating that fastball so much better.
And he seems to throw that fastball an overwhelming majority of the time. 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him reaching for that pitch. Just runs outside.
That's the danger of that fastball.
1-2 to Shea. This would be a massive jam evasion from Schneider. If he could get out of this, I mean, he's seeming to really get a hold of his pitches now and his sequencing after that visit.
We're seeing balancing acts out of both pitchers here.
Adam Park of Syracuse. He's got to stay warm in that dugout. This has been a long inning. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's 2 straight strikeouts for Schneider. His 6th of the day. Just 1 out away from retiring this inning with the bases loaded for Syracuse.
Who else do you want up in this position now, Rowan?
Brings up Jake Kleiman, the president of this team, the beating heart of the Orange. With all 3 of his friends on the base path, he could do some big damage here. 4 RBIs on the year, 15 at-bats, 7 hits, hitting .467 on the year. Here's the first pitch to Kleiman. Taken upstairs and inside for ball 1.
It's also a bit like throwing into a mailbox with Kleiman.
In what sense?
Zone smaller.
Sure. That's right. 5'6", 140. Jake Kleiman, a Ridgewood native out of New Jersey. His senior year on this Orange squad. He's been here since his freshman season, and he's had plenty of outings with the Cortland Red Dragons. Takes the second pitch in the zone, outside the zone, for ball 2. No strikes on the count. A walk would push Greer to home.
That would also flip the lineup back to Keenan Sawada.
Which is so dangerous.
It's terrifying.
You know how dangerous that is. The 6th batter of this inning, the most Schneider has faced in a single side today. 2 outs, bases loaded. 2-0, here comes. Take in that one in the dirt, blocked well by Parliamentary. 3-0 to Kleiman. Schneider takes a huge, deep breath from the rubber. He knows he's not in a very advantageous spot right now at all.
You either got to throw him something to hit or keep trying to dance around. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
Following Kleiman, it would be the hits leader, Sawada, at the top of the order. Bases loaded, 3-0. Here comes the pitch. Taken, called strike. Just clips the outside corner of the zone. 3-1 to Kleiman.
It's a good location on that fastball. Seems like he's moved it now to the outside, the opposite corner from where he used to throw it because he's facing a lefty as opposed to a righty here.
Kleiman walked in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Taken, ball 4. Chucks the bat, heads to first, and it brings Greer home. The first runs on the board for Syracuse today. It's an RBI walk from Jake Kleiman. SU leads 1-0.
It's a really excellent metered at bat. Gonna talk to their guy here.
Well, as they chat with Schneider, we'll head out for a brief moment. Stick with us, though. Syracuse in the midst of a lot of activity on the base path. Bases still loaded, 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Orange lead 1-0. Welcome back to Cortlandsville. It's 1-0 Syracuse, and we've got a pitching change. Schneider is going to head out after 3+ innings of work, or 4+ innings of work.
3+.
3+ innings of work, 6 strikeouts from Schneider, which seems really good, and it is. 3 walks, 1 earned run, 1 hit by pitch, and 2 hits. Seems like a great line, but the bases are loaded. Potential for a lot more earned runs, and those 3 walks, 2 of which came back-to-back, and before those was a triple. So a disastrous 4th inning for Schneider. He left the game, went to the dugout, and was screaming some things that I frankly cannot repeat, but we heard him, and he was not satisfied. He put the Red Dragons in a tough spot with the bases loaded. And we're back at the top of the order. Jake Kleiman was walked. It was an RBI walk.
And fortunately for Fisher, there's 2 away. 2 strikeouts in this last inning, 2 of his 6. So it's not, an impossible job now to get out of here without any further damage.
No.
Honestly, I might have left him in. It's the top of the order. It's super difficult, but putting a righty in against Keenan Sawada.
Sawada takes the box. First pitch holds off on it, runs way outside. 1-0.
I wouldn't put a righty in personally against Keenan Sawada. He has a tougher time with lefties as a lefty bat.
Sawada, 18 hits in his 27 at-bats. The team's clear leader. Here's the pitch. In the zone for strike 1. An even 1-1 count. He's 9 for his last 12. It's .750 over the last 3 games. He's got only 3 games this year with just 1 hit. He was named a player to watch by the NCBA coming into this week's matchup of the league. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped, drifting foul, and yeah, it's out of play. 1-2 to Sawada. He grounded out in the first inning and then reached base on a fielder's choice in the third, made his way to third base, but that side was retired by Schneider, who has taken a seat. Now it's Brian Fisher on the bump for Cortland.
His ability to put bat on ball is so impressive.
Here's the pitch. In the dirt, taken, scrambling for it. Spellementary, he got it. No one's going to come home. 2-2. Runners on first, second, and third. It's Colosimo at third, Thompson at second, and Kleiman at first. SU leads 1-0 off an RBI walk from Kleiman. Sawada steps into the box. Here's the 2-2. Swung on sharply to second base. Albano's got it. The throw to first in time, and the side is retired. A huge jam, and they're left a little less scathed than they could have been. With the bases loaded, Cortland allows just 1 Syracuse run. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Stick with us. Welcome back to Cortlandsville. Syracuse getting on board for the first time today in the top of the 4th. It's 1-0. 15-seeded Syracuse against 17-seeded Cortland. It's a great conference matchup. These two teams have a lot of history. This game's personal. You can tell both dugouts getting chippy with one another. But it's really been a pitcher's duel, quite different from the 10-6 game yesterday. Much lower scoring affair today.
Yeah, that one run feels pretty significant.
Yes.
Not just because it's the first run of the game.
Cortland defense got out of a big jam last side. Bases were loaded for Syracuse with no outs, and they allowed just one run to score as opposed to what could have been 4 or 5 realistically.
Really massive inning.
The first pitch is swung on, line drive, caught by Corrado at first base. First pitch swinging, and first pitch walking back to the dugout. See ya, Albano.
It's a great play from Corrado. I mean, he's got a big frame. He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Big guy.
Barely even had to jump.
Brings up Michael Gatto. Reached base on an E2 in the second inning. Made his way to second base, but that's about as far as he got. Swings on the first pitch. It's grounded foul right side. A 1 count to him. Hitting .294 on the year, 5 for his 17 at-bats. He's got some decent experience aside from NCBA play. He's played some summer ball with the Blue Chip Baseball League. He swings on the 1-1. That's fouled into the fence. 1-2.
Almost in reverse of Schneider. Park has gotten more comfortable as he's grown into this game.
That's right. He went through 5 batters in the first, 5 batters in the second, and then just 4 batters in the third, and he's starting this 4th inning pretty solid with the first pitch swinging and lining out to first. And that one's also chopped to first. Corrado fields the ground ball cleanly, steps on the bag. There's 2 away for Syracuse.
Soft contact. That's something that Adam Park does so well, especially as, you know, the swing and miss stuff becomes harder to come by later in innings. He gets a lot more soft contact, induces a lot more easy outs.
Just 3 strikeouts for Park today, but no Cortland runs. That first pitch outside for ball 1 to Palmentary. Palmentary reached base in the second off a hit, but he stayed at first. Park followed it with a strikeout looking, and then it was flied out to center. That one also outside, 2-0 to Palmentary. Hitting .429, but a very small sample size, just 7 at-bats. Here's the 2-0, swung on, driven to right center, and it drops in for a base hit. First base is as far as he'll go, but that is back-to-back hits for Joseph Palmentary.
Seems to have Park's number. That wasn't too hard hit. Just kind of blooped over the head of the second baseman into no man's land.
We've reached the butt of the order in Joshua Butka. Struck out looking in the second. And if he gets on, we'll be back at the top in Hindman. Pickoff attempt, throw to Corrado at first is to no avail. Palmentary scurried back in time, but he retakes his about 8 to 9 foot lead off the bag. That one drops in the zone for a strike. 0-1 to Butka. Hitting .133, runner goes to second. That's a ball. The throw to Sawada, can't get it. It whizzes past him, but the center fielder Thompson cuts it off. So second base is as far as Palmentary will go. It'll go down as a stolen bag, his second of the season.
If he gets that in his glove, it was on target. It was right on the foot of Palmentary, but
1-1 to Butka. This Cortland dugout is extremely loud. Pops one up high to right center. Grier, the right fielder, calls it off, makes the easy grab, and SU retires this inning in 4 batters. 1 left on base. Butka, the final batter of the inning, led to the top of the 5th. SU leads 1-0. Jack Elliott's going to hop on play-by-play, and I'll head to color. Stick with us.
Welcome back here to the Gutchess Lumber Sports Complex in Cortland. It's the top of the 5th inning. Syracuse took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th and now looking to add on. Adam Park has pitched well through 4 so far. Definitely going to look to ride him for a couple more innings at least. It's Adam Neufeld digging in, fouls the first pitch off, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Syracuse has done a fantastic job. Adam Park especially. I mean, he looked a little shaky in those first few innings. Just, not really inducing a lot of soft contact, which is kind of his strength. It took him a lot of batters, but he's settled in fairly well as we reach the middle point in this game.
Breaking ball runs outside from Fisher to Neufeld. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Adam Neufeld, quick strikeout victim.
It's a huge hack. Oh my God.
He really wanted that one.
Yeah.
That brings up Jack Corrado. Corrado was hit by a pitch his first time up, hit him in the thigh, and then popped out. It was a nice basket catch from Schneider at the time. Takes a big swing at the first pitch fastball to no avail. Starts out 0-1.
Corrado was in a position in the 3rd inning with Sawada at 3rd base to get some runs on the board.
Pitch comes in outside to Corrado.
He just couldn't quite do it. And he doesn't have a similar scenario here, but Corrado consistently gets put in scenarios in this season where he can make these big plays. And frankly, he does most of the time.
Fastball comes in at the ankles of Corrado. And it's 2-1 now. Fisher sets. The kick and deal. Swung on and missed. Put a fastball right by Corrado. Just couldn't get his bat moving early enough. Counts even now at 2-2.
I think Fisher's starting to settle in as well. Schneider really started to taper off at the end of the 4th inning. And Fisher has filled his spot very nicely.
The 2-2 is ripped foul. Got every single piece of that baseball. Couldn't straighten it out, though. We'll do it again at 2-2.
He was just a little earlier, or a little later, that one would have been crushed.
It's ready on lefty here. Fisher to Corrado, the 2-2. Just outside. And the count goes full at 3-2. Corrado digs back in. Red Marucci bat. Red lettering on the black bat. The 3-2. Just inside, ball 4. Corrado will trot down to first base for the first Syracuse runner of the inning. Brings up Jackson Greer, who led off last inning with a booming triple into left field.
He's the only one that's crossed home plate.
He was later walked in, 2 straight walks, and then a couple of strikeouts before President Jay Kleiman could work another walk that
That's right.
forced him in. Here's the pitch to open the at-bat. It's a fastball that runs outside. A little too much arm side run on that one. It's righty on lefty yet again here for Greer. A 1-0. Fisher comes set at the waist. Is right down the middle with a fastball. It's 1-1. Asking for time now. Looks like it's going to be a courtesy runner.
It's Kyle Grimaldi checking in.
He's going to go run down at first.
I like that.
Yeah, he's quick. We'll see. I believe it's a courtesy runner and not a full pinch runner substitution. We'll see at the start of next inning.
Grimaldi, 5'10", 170. He's swapping out for Jack Corrado, 6'2", 200. I like that. He's just a little more agile. He could maybe get a stolen bag or just not risk a double play.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Definitely don't want the double play here. Greer settles into the batter's box. Fisher, it's lined to second base. Gonna go for the double play anyways. On to second, in time to first. And the side is retired for Syracuse. A clean 4-6-3 double play will end things off. Exactly the outcome Kleiman didn't want comes true anyways. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Still 1-0 Syracuse. It's the bottom of the fifth, but the top of the order for the Cortland Red Dragons. Heineman immediately tries to lay down a bunt to no avail. Start things off 0-1. Guy from New York, wears number 99. The breaking ball goes up.
I wonder where you got that from.
Yeah, I wonder who his inspiration is, Rowan. Can think of a few people.
Sure.
1-1, catches the outside corner. Good fastball from Park.
Yeah, he's still chugging along.
Believe it's 2-1. Guess the bunt was not called a strike, even though he seemed fairly committed to it. Now it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just hits Heineman. Parks claiming he leaned into it, which looked like he stuck out his left leg, but he'll take his base anyways.
A little bit. I mean, he leaned into it a little bit, but I think even if he tried to move out of the way, that was going right to him.
Oh, I disagree. It barely clipped his shin.
Oh, I thought that made some decent contact.
I mean, he clearly didn't feel it. He's bouncing around on first.
Yeah, that's true. He
the
is
first
very
pitch
agile over there.
To Giacone. Is fouled back to the screen, 0-1.
And this top of the order has not really done a whole lot in these first few innings. It's really more been the heart, or like the 4, 5, 6 crew.
And Baranowski too.
Yeah.
It's been excellent. Here's the 0-1. This is the outside corner. It's 1-1 now. To Giacone, who has grounded out twice, once to the shortstop, once to the second baseman. Park checks in on Heineman. No luck.
The Cortland dugout. Our dugout is often very vocal, but they're just as spirited.
If you had heard Temple, this isn't anything compared to Temple. That breaks for second, the throw down. Not in time from Shea. Heineman has a stolen base. There's a runner in scoring position.
You know, there's been a few stolen bags. That's the third one of the day for Cortland, and all the throwdowns from Shea. You know, I hate to be negative, but all the throws are just too soft. They're all kind of hitting the back of the mound when he throws them. They're just not quality throwdowns, and you can't expect to tag a runner when your throws are like that. If I'm Cortland, I'm telling my guys, listen, they can't stop us when we're headed to second. Steal every time.
That's lined into left field, and it's going to get down for a base hit into the gap. Giacconi heads for second. Heineman comes in to score. It's a stand-up double for Thomas Giacconi. That'll tie things up here for SUNY Cortland. Still no outs and a runner in scoring position.
It's a great piece of hitting from Giacconi. Put it right where the Syracuse outfield was not. Just excellent contact. And as we get sort of late in the game, there's a mound visit for Park. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done.
I could definitely see that being the decision here. I think he wants to stay in.
Yeah, he always wants
to keep pitching, but it's a difficult position, and each run feels like $1 million right now, given with the way that these two pitching staffs have been. Baranowski, who is 1 for 1 with a single and also reached on an error and has stolen 2 bases. So a real offensive threat. They're not going to take Park out of the game. He'll stay in to face Baranowski here.
I like that call. I'm sure Park was super defensive about it. I mean, he always wants to clean up the mess that he's made. He doesn't want anybody else to take responsibility for it. And usually he comes out of it pretty well.
Baranowski settles in. Run down to third. The throw is on target, and he is out. A great throw down from Nick Shea. And that wipes a runner off the bases and adds an out to the tally.
It's a fantastic throw down. He was having some trouble making the play from home plate to second, but the throw to third, much easier. He got that down really well.
That pitch just misses.
And that's huge. And what this does, it allows Adam Park to breathe a little. Because when you have a runner in scoring position, you kind of have multiple things to check out.
Slider clips the outside corner of the zone.
And without a runner in scoring position, you can just focus on throwing the right pitches. No need to pick anybody off.
And Rowan, he can come at. He doesn't have to pitch from the stretch anymore to avoid the stolen base.
Right.
It's huge. It allows you to think a little bit more. Your windup is more natural. Park comes set. Baranowski settles in. That's ball 4, a slider that couldn't find the zone. So a runner that was wiped off comes right back onto the bag. Down at first, and he can swipe second. He's 2 stolen bases already in this contest. Brings up Aiden Picotti. He's walked twice. He immediately breaks for second to throw down once again. Not in time. Baranowski swipes a bag. And the runner in scoring position.
I mean, it's just automatic.
It's present yet again.
I think it's great coaching from the Red Devils. Why would you not go for second? It has been so successful. And it's just frustrating if you're the Syracuse infield.
Park looks Baranowski back. And now he's going to take a step off the mound. Seems a little rattled by Baranowski down at second.
He's taking a huge lead.
He's moving too. It's going to bring Fragola in to try and check him. Slider is outside.
I mean, he's like 10 to 12 feet off the bag before the pitch comes out.
Leaves a wide open hole on the right side. That ball's fouled back. It's 2-2 now.
Red Devils really want to take control of this game. They're in position to.
Yeah.
Red Dragons. Similar. Who are the Red Devils? Isn't there a team that's the Red Devils?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. You know who could? Carson.
Oh, understood.
That fastball comes in high.
Let's see.
The Belgium international team. Oh, and Manchester United.
There we go.
Who played to an exciting 2-2 draw this morning.
There we go. A little trip around the nation, around the world.
Against my Tottenham Hotspurs.
Did they win?
No, it was a 2-2 draw.
Oh, right. You did say that.
3 goals scored after the 84th minute.
Wow.
As the payoff pitch comes and bounces in. And looked like Picotti didn't even realize it, but he will walk for the 3rd time today.
Oh, boy.
Our runners on first and second with 1 out, so 2 on, 1 out for Adam Park yet again. It's a position, it almost seems like he relishes being in, Rowan.
Yeah, he was firm to stay in, and now he has gone hit by pitch, double, walk, walk. It's
tough.
It's a little scary.
It's tough. Hasn't gotten anyone out except for from a caught stealing.
Right, that's courtesy to Nick Shea.
Of course. Brings up Matthew Moormill, who can do some serious damage here. First pitch comes in outside. He has been missing away all inning. Opens the account 1-0.
Yeah, the breaking ball was kind of more locked in around the 3rd and 4th innings, and you can really see him starting to lose some stamina here.
And misses inside there with a breaking ball. That's 2-0.
If I'm Syracuse here,
And oh my goodness.
Wow.
The runner broke for third and almost broke for second as well. Picotti. Baranowski stole third with ease, so it's his 4th stolen base of the day. They threw behind Picotti, but he managed to get back in just barely. That's a called strike. Park gets one across, and it's 3-1.
Mormile did not like that one. He was already making way to first.
He was about 5 or 6 feet down the line. The 3-1 is upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And it looks like Syracuse is going to make a substitution now.
Yeah, I think it's about time. 3 straight walks, that's enough data for SU, and I think this should have been done a long time ago. I understand that they've got trust in Park, especially when he waves them off, but you caught a break when Giacconi went to third and got picked off. It cleared the base path, and you had a chance to start fresh. And now Syracuse is in an even worse spot than they were before with the bases loaded.
We're going to take a quick break while Syracuse makes its pitching change. 4+ innings of work for Adam Park. We'll be right back. A pitching change for Syracuse. It's Balin Simmons coming in. Park went 4+ innings, 5 walks, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 run, 1 earned run.
And he's got potential for a lot more with the bases loaded. Those will all be attributed to him if they cross home. But Balin Simmons has a really tough job. With just 1 out, he's got to defuse a massive bomb on the base path.
It's Carter Albano stepping in, struck out and lined out. First pitch comes in inside. It's 1-0. Albano hitting 125 on the season thus far.
Man, that Cortland dugout
They're loud.
Just so vocal.
The 1-0 is popped up. Shea looking for it. He finds it, under it, and it's dropped in fair territory. They're going to step on first and get a double play. Oh my goodness. Completely lost in the sauce are the Cortland base runners. Infield fly was not called. We'll see if they call the infield fly, because all the runners broke and then had to go back. They got one going back to third and then threw out a runner in between second and third as well. Sawada made the final tag, and the side is retired. Some argument from the dugout and a huge opportunity for Cortland evaded on one of the most insane double plays I've ever seen. We'll be right back. Score is still tied 1-1. We're back here after one of the most bizarre double plays I've ever seen. I think Rowan would say the same. He's watched less baseball than me.
What the heck was that? That was ridiculous.
An infield fly that wasn't called too loud. Colosimo, who's leading off, takes a pitch on the outside corner.
I mean, that was huge. That was huge for Syracuse.
Yeah, incredible for Syracuse.
Otherwise, that would have been at least another run.
Right.
For Cortland.
Colosimo bounces one down to first base, going to toss to the pitcher in time. Good cover from Fisher. It's a 3-1 put out to start things off, and we have a substitution. It's Cullen Fleckner batting for Finley Thompson and assumedly taking over center field duties. He's played there this year. So looking for a little change. Thompson walked and struck out.
I'm a fan of the change. I mean, this is a game that's been very predictable. There has not been a lot of surging offense. So if something is getting predictable and getting consistent in the way that you wouldn't really like, switch things up.
Fleckner took the first pitch way outside from Fisher. The kick and deal that is popped up. It's looking like it's going to go pretty far out of play. It's 1-1. Fleckner has not been called upon too often this year, Rowan, but when he is a consistent force for this team.
He delivers.
Swings and misses at that pitch there. Now it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's been solid this year, and he was great coming into Syracuse. He was top 15 player in Massachusetts. Put academics first in joining a club team at Syracuse.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A good fastball on the outside corner from Fisher. Retires Fleckner. There are 2 away now. Brings up Robbie Frigola, who has grounded out to second and struck out.
So unlikely from Frigola. I think he's gotten a hit in every single game he's played this season. He's yet to get one today. But usually when he doesn't get a hit, he's almost always walking. He leads the team with 5 of them. But just no productivity from him today.
First pitch goes outside to Frigola. Couldn't be handled by the catcher. And it's 1-0 now. The wind is starting to blow, and the wind was certainly a factor on that pop-up turn double play.
Yes.
Blew the ball back fair, which put the infield fly call in question. 1-0. Bounce down to second. On to first in time, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Fisher. And the score remains tied. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th now here in Cortland. It's the bottom of the 6th here. Things still knotted up. Cortland 1, Syracuse 1. It's a tightly contested matchup.
Man,
and the wind is starting to blow.
Oh my God, it's ripping.
Balin Simmons remains on the mound for Syracuse after getting out of a jam in a bizarre manner. Double play on a dropped pop-up in the infield. First pitch comes in low and away to Gatto. It's 1-0. Lines one into center field. Going back on it is Thompson, and it's over his head. Gatto racing for second. Thinks about third, but hangs up. The cutoff hits Sawada. But it's a stand-up double leadoff for Michael Gatto. An early base runner for Simmons to work around now.
I mean, he was all over that one. It was no question. It had the distance, it had the height. I think it came down just in front of the track. It was a great hit.
Could have gotten out many parts of the ballpark, not to dead center.
It's 390 to the back wall.
Palmenteri takes strike one, a good breaking ball from Simmons.
That really fired Cortland up. You can hear him.
Looking to take the lead for the first time today. Simmons checks in on the runner. Fires in another breaking ball for a called strike.
It's just a great pitch. That breaking ball found the zone. It was so misleading. Really messed with Palmenteri.
The 0-2 to Palmenteri is outside. Another breaking ball, sticking with what works. And counts 1-2. Simmons looks in, gets his sign. He likes it. Comes set, the 1-2. Fastball is fouled back to the screen. A nifty little play from Nick Shea behind the plate. Caught it off the rebound.
That was awesome.
Tosses back to Simmons. We'll go again at 1-2. Palmenteri has 2 singles today. 1-2 is lined down the line, but foul. Out of play.
He is working.
He stays alive. Balin Simmons describes his arm as rubber.
His own arm?
Says he can throw as many pitches as he wants.
Wow, well that's good because Palmenteri is really working it in this at-bat.
Exactly, the 1-2 swung on and fouled back to the screen again.
Wow. I believe that's 4 straight foul balls.
And he's doing work on those high fastballs that are usually so difficult to catch up to, get your bat around on. He's managed to foul him back to the screen now a couple times.
I think you throw in a breaking ball now after a few fastballs, get the pace change.
This is a 1-2. The pitch, it is a breaking ball, and it's popped up and out of play.
Wow, he's all over it.
Keep going at 1-2.
You a little cold over there?
Yeah, I'm shivering.
You're shivering.
I'm shivering a little bit.
Let's see, how cold is it here in Cortlandsville?
A 1-2. Drops in for a called strike 3. Breaking ball. It works the first 2 pitches, goes back to it, gets a huge strikeout. There's 1 away now.
Such a great pitch. Not even a question on whether or not that was a strike. Ton of movement. I'm sure as soon as that left his hands, he said, yep, that's the one. You can just feel it when it hits your fingertips.
First pitch fastball to Joshua Butka is upstairs.
So it's 47 degrees, but it feels like 38.
It's a 9-degree difference.
That's right.
Oh, the wind is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss of happiness.
That's okay. Fastball comes in outside.
What's the wind? 9-mile-an-hour wind, 18-mile-an-hour gusts for you, Jack. See, I'm all layered up, so I'm feeling pretty good over here.
Right. I mean, I'm happy for you.
Hey, thanks, man.
Here's the 2-0.
There it is.
Drops in for a called strike.
Wow, that curveball has so much movement.
It's 2-1 now. Simmons gets set. The 2-1. Another curveball finds the zone. He is getting a lot of value out of that curveball. Syracuse thinks they're leaning into it now.
Yeah, we just saw Keenan Sawada pop out of the dugout and tell the home plate umpire that
the 2-2.
they've been leaning into it all day.
Fastball's fouled back. More foul balls for Cortland, and now it's 3-2. Simmons gets his sign, comes set. The 2-2 is lined into right field. Charging hard is Greer. He makes the catch.
I believe that drop was on the transfer.
They're calling it a drop on the transfer. So Gatto had to scurry back to second. No runners advance, and it's a huge second out for Syracuse. Good catch there, Rowan, on the calling it. He calls it by holding one hand up as the glove and the other up as the ball and going like this.
Understood. Putting the fist to the open hand
right.
is the call.
It's dropped on the transfer, so it's a fly out to right field.
Yeah, that was a pretty textbook drop on the transfer. I don't think there's any debate about that.
First pitch fastball to the top of the order. Shane Heineman just catches the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, Simmons has fared pretty well in the face of a runner in scoring position for almost this entire inning.
Curveball is bounced to Sawada. He charges hard, has to throw quick, isn't going to make the throw. Instead, checks in on the runner at third, nearly threw it away, but it actually hit Gatto at third. It's an infield single for Heineman. Just some soft contact that was bouncing too high to fully charge for Sawada at short.
Yeah, the ball was in the air for so long. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, you got to just wait for it to come down, and thankfully for Heineman, it worked definitely to his favor.
Brings up Thomas Giacconi. 2 on, 2 out. It's Gatto at third. Heineman at first. First pitch misses the zone. It's 1-0, and they're going to let him take second on defensive indifference.
He just strolled over. Didn't even try.
Simmons working out of the stretch. Pitch comes in outside, now it's 2-0. Simmons behind here early in the count, has a base open down at first, but you prefer not to use it. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball clips the corner. That's 2-1. Nick Shea saw something with the call of that breaking ball. Wants to talk to Balin Simmons about it. I wonder what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think they're kind of just going over the circumstances here, the stakes, what they want. I'm very curious as to what Shea has seen because he was super quick to call that time. He was very adamant about it.
My theory is that he noticed that that breaking ball is getting called a little bit more inside.
Okay.
Now you can target that area.
Yeah, you can take advantage. And it's crucial to find out the outliers of your respective umpire and where their zone is, their subjective zone is, and take advantage. You want to do that as early as possible in the game. And yeah, we're in the 6th, but it's better late than never.
The 2-1 to Giacconi. Comes in low. That's 3-1, in danger of losing him here.
This would load the bases. That would be scary.
Happened last inning, and some bizarre
yeah, I don't think they can rely on that to happen again.
No, probably not. The 3-1. Bounces in, goes to the backstop. Runner's going to come home. He's going to score standing. Michael Gatto races home on the wild pitch, and Cortland takes a 2-1 lead over Syracuse.
That's just a tough break for Syracuse, and it's going to be hard for Balin Simmons to wash that one away. I mean, that pitch was not at all where he wanted it to be. It took a funky bounce out of the dirt, one that Shea tried to stop but just couldn't. They paid the price.
Marinowski pops one up. Corrado coming over on it. Shea's going to call, make the catch, and the side is retired, but not before Syracuse surrenders a run and the lead. It's 2-1 Cortland heading to the the top of the 7th. It's the last hacks for Syracuse here. It's an offensive substitution. Oliver Green coming in to pinch hit.
Green often goes behind the plate to do some catching himself. We've seen him. We saw him a lot in the Boston series against Bentley.
Takes the first pitch up and in. Fisher trying to do the bulk work, trying to get the save.
Wow.
Takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and things are starting to get a little chippy. Syracuse dugout is coming alive. Fisher looks in, gets his sign. Catches the outside corner for strike 3, and Green sits down looking.
Wow.
Cortland is 2 outs away.
These are this is club baseball, but these are major league chirps from Cortland. They are vocal. And they're fired up. I mean, it's their first lead all day. Frankly, the excitement is justified.
Agreed. First pitch to Jake Kleiman comes in outside. Sparked the rally that got Syracuse its first run with a walk that forced in Jackson Greer. Kleiman takes the second pitch low, and it's already 2-0 to him. Adept at drawing walks, Kleiman is.
He's just got a great eye. He's tied for the most walks on the team with 5, and if he got another one, that'd be 3 straight today. Put him
Takes
atop.
outside, and it's 3-0, and he very well might here, Rowan.
Wow.
Fisher looking in on Kleiman. The 3-0. It's right down the pipe. That's 3-1.
And that's one where your coach says, if you like it, swing at it, because you haven't moved the bat in 4 straight pitches. You don't want to be caught sleeping.
The 3-1 is once again right down the middle, and the count goes full.
There you go. Now you start to sweat a little. It was so advantageous just a moment ago, 3-0, and now your back's against the wall.
Yeah, but Kleiman's an adept hitter. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to work a count.
He does.
The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Kleiman gets aboard.
There it is.
That flips the lineup back to none other than Keenan Sawada. He's 0 for 3 today. And some would say that means he's due.
He's absolutely due. He's got a hit in every game this year, 5 of which were multi-hit. This is a complete outlier for Sawada.
First pitch is outside. Thought about bunting, which he can do. He is speedy. It's 1-0. Takes time.
You are freezing.
It's chilly, Rowan. The 1-0 to Sawada is lined up the middle off the glove of the pitcher. The shortstop was coming over to cover. Nobody's going to get there, and there's 2 on with 1 away for Syracuse. Sawada gets aboard on an infield single. Kleiman goes down to second. And it brings up Adam Neufeld with a runner in scoring position, 2 on and 1 away, down just 1 here in the top of the 7th inning.
That's a scenario where, as the pitcher in Fisher, you want to make that play because you see a ball right in front of your face, but it honestly might be less damage to let it go by and let either the shortstop or second baseman take it and just step on the second base bag. Didn't happen there.
It looked like Bucko was coming over. He could have had an opportunity for 2, probably not with the speedy Sawada, but
Speedy Sawada like that.
brings up Adam Neufeld. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a single. Takes the first pitch low.
Now on the base path, you've got Kleiman at second and Sawada at first. Two very nimble, very quick base runners. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to pull off the double steal.
Oh, it's so dangerous, though.
It's high risk, high reward.
And that's 2 away then. Kleiman thinks about it. Ball is fouled back between the legs of the catcher, Balmenteri.
I thought my nose was going to get destroyed. That ball was coming right for it. If there wasn't a fence,
There's a giant metal fence.
Yeah, well, it's scary.
Yeah, that's 1-1 to Neufeld. Jack Corrado, the imposing figure waiting on deck. Pitch from Fisher is lined right to the shortstop. He's got an opportunity for 2. On to second for 1, into first, in time, and the ball game is over. SUNY Cortland Red Dragons get out of another jam in the top of the 7th. A nifty double play puts Syracuse to bed. Final score 2-1. A great outing from Fisher on the mound, picks up the save. We still have one more game here from the Gutchess Lumber Sporting Complex. We'll be back for that in a little bit. I've been Jack Elliott, Rowan Mastrangelo with me. We'll see ya.
See you, folks.